Oh, what do you want to know about the Samson?
And back on the ship, the adventurous Jim Rooney was still holding the fort. How long you intend staying on board, Jim, over?
I was very biblical, 40 days and 40 nights. And the whole reason was I was broke. Absolutely broke.
Jim Rooney, who was on board, what sort of condition did you find him in?
He's in very good form. He's looking a bit under the weather, to say the least, but he's in high spirits. He's determined to stay on board. He's a clever guy. He knows what he's looking for.
What would he be looking for?
Well, the value of the vessel.
The Samson came in, and I was on the rocket crew at the time. I'd been on the rocket crew since I was 17 or something. And I was sent up with Paddy Foley to mind the wreck for the night, above in the lookout with no windows in it. I had asked Hugh Riley, Lord Mr. Hugh, would he be game? Because Hugh had a boat, which I knew we were going to need to get stuff off it. Hugh would not do anything risky, and never did. And I ended up with the wrong man, and I knew he'd cheat me, but I also knew he'd do it. So my job was to go aboard her and take possession, which I did, down in the dark in the middle of the night. But I used to climb cliffs as a hobby, so it wasn't any great feat. The only mistake I made, I was trying to step from the rock on board her, and the big wave struck her, and she jumped up in the air, and I jumped it. There was a gap between the rock and the boat, straight into the fucking sea I jumped, and I couldn't swim. But when I came up, you can be sure I was locked. I tore my fingernails off the rocks trying to scramble, because I knew when my clothes got heavy that I'd be in real trouble. The weight would have. But I pulled myself out of it anyway. That was the coldest night I gave, all night in the cabin, and wet clothes on me. I was shivering. I got clothes sent down to me, changed my clothes, and I was dry and I was all right. And I started looking around and see what I could see. And there wasn't a lot arrived out that night time, and we started taking everything that we could out of her. And the difficult thing was, so unfortunately, in the daytime, there was people up on the cliffs looking down at you. And you see, I was theoretically a conservationist worried about the damage all the diesel oil would do to the foreshore. And being the honest broker, nobody believed me. But I mean, I was interviewed on radio, and I had to lie my way through it, pretending that that was my concern.
Jim, what is the pollution risk? You've been all over the boat. What have you found? Over?
As I'm talking to you now, Michael, I'll hold it up for the cameras. I have a herring in my hand which was washed on deck about 5 minutes before before the inspector from the department came aboard again. And the herring is still actually alive. And that's what the pollution is starting to do.
Came at night time, we loaded up and took as much as he could, and he brought it all up to his home place, and including portholes, which were breaths. And I stayed on the boat and took as much as I could, and spent Christmas and everything aboard. I got my Christmas dinner. I had a pulley system set up where I could get food up and down to me. I was off the boat, and somebody came to me looking to buy something, and as far as I was concerned, everything was stored above. When I went up to get and they were making 300 quid was what the brass porthole was worth. There was none there for me. All sold and gone. And I came home, and the following Sunday morning, I don't know why I knew be at Mass in Ardmore. And I went out in front of the crowd coming out from Mass to accuse them, you're fucking robber. So one robber calling the other robber. But I deliberately made sure that there was no point in insulting him one to one. I wanted to make sure there was somebody would know that what he was after doing to me. Sure. That was what I made out of it. That's how I ended up in Australia the same year. The following April I was gone to Australia. I knew I was going to Australia too, and they knew, so I suppose they didn't mind screwing me a bit. But it was a great adventure. I enjoyed it. The actual kick of going aboard. The day I came off it, how I'll never know, Michael Ryan, I think he's dead now, he was a reporter for RTE. And when I got up the cliff, just as I arrived up on the path after climbing up the cliff off of her, and I was fairly, you know, I'd been my 40 days and 40 nights. What did he push under my nose? A microphone. A fucking interview for RTE.
But what of the huge sums which earlier reports said he had hoped to make out of salvage?
Public house talk, I suppose, as usual. Ireland, typical.
But in financial terms, will it have been worth it at all from your point of view?
Well, I'm unemployed, so if I got 10 shillings, 10 shillings to me.
But legal and financial matters were not an immediate priority at any rate. What he most wanted now, he said, was a bath.
I went off to New Year's Eve last.
To this day, I have no idea how I handled it, but I knew that I didn't want. He was trying to put words into my mouth about claiming salvage, which I was denying. But how he ever knew, because I told nobody. I didn't want anyone to know when I was coming off it. And I decided deliberately, 40 days and 40 nights, I said, "Oh Lord, in the desert." That was my excuse, if I wanted a justification. It was stupid. But then I didn't want to go to Australia. I thought I'd make a few bob, and I didn't. I got nothing out of it, only the hardship. And probably shortened my life a bit. But then again, there's no justice there. I shouldn't be alive at all. I had no way in the world. Christ.